Hello, my name is Mark Thompson. I am the editor of the Illinois Real Estate Journal. Joining me today is Steve Hosselton of Roosevelt University and Joseph Caprilli of Jones Lang LaSalle. We're going to be talking about Roosevelt's new project in Chicago, which is a 32-story, $129 million facility that will serve as the university's headquarters for the foreseeable future here in Chicago. So Steve, I wanted to ask you, when most people think about constructing a university project, they're thinking a large campus, many acres, different facilities. This is kind of a different take on it. What does this mean for urban university students going to school in a place like Chicago?
In an urban campus, there's two limiting factors. First of all, the land is so expensive, and also the land really isn't even available to build a sprawling campus. So the only place to go is up. The bottom portion of the building is consisting of student support offices, admissions, cafeteria, student union. The middle part of the building are classrooms, brand new labs, state-of-the-art chemistry, science labs. And then the top half of the building, from the 14th floor to the 32nd floor, are student dorm rooms.
Why was it important for Roosevelt to take on this project this time? Is this something that's kind of been in the works for years, or is this something that came about in the last 5 or 6 years and thought we really need to upgrade facilities, or just need to change the way we do things in Chicago? How did it come about?
It really was a domino effect. When the city of Chicago ordinance for sprinklers came into effect, it was going to be more expensive to install the sprinklers than the building was actually worth. With the upward enrollment, the pressure on the existing classrooms, and that the Herman Crown dorms is no longer functional, we decided to take the plunge and build this building.
Not a lot of construction projects going on in this environment. The financing, the process of obtaining the financing, how did that go, and what were the main sources of finance for this?
Bond funding. And thankfully, Roosevelt had gotten himself into a position where we had a good credit rating, and we were able to get the bonds to finance the entire project.
Joseph, can you please tell us what Jones Lang LaSalle's role is as a development advisor, who you're working with to get this project done, and where you're at right now?
Of course. As a development advisor, we work directly with the university to look out at their total range of needs for the project. So it's a little different than just a regular development project.
And where are we at in the timetable right now? If you're out on the street walking by it, it's quite an impressive facility already, but how much further off in the future before we have students going to school and living in this facility?
It's a very exciting time in the project. If we walk around the site right now, you'll see a combination of the central core of the building going up, which I always refer to as sort of the trunk of the tree. It's your main structure. Structural steel's going up, so our core is at about the 27th floor. You mentioned it's a 32-story building. Steel is at 22nd, so that's coming up out of the ground. Also, we're about 1 year out. March, from a year from now, is when this project will be completed for the university and ready to start moving in.
How important was it for you to bring together a really core commercial real estate team, and how did you go about that process and know that you found the right people to work with?
Well, one of the few advantages of building in this economic time we're in is that really all of the A players from all the major construction companies and subcontractors are available. So by proceeding with this project, we literally were able to put together the cream of the crop out of everybody's team.
And Joseph, what are the few challenges you guys still have in front of you with the completion of the project a year away? What are the things you're working on right now?
We're very happy to report that as of today, we are on schedule to meet our schedule for next March. And that, as I mentioned, many of the components of the structure and then the enclosure are coming into place right now. But yet we have to start to build out the interior of the building.
I'm curious about how these residences are going to look. I mean, my dorm room was a bunk bed and a sink in the corner and a bathroom down the hall. What kind of environment are these students going to be living in, 2012, 2013?
Simply put, some of the best in the city. And the views are phenomenal from the lake, South Loop, and North Loop. So the students will have really comparable views to the best residentials just north of here.
And literally, the students, once they wake up in the morning, they can go to their class, they can eat their dinners, they never have to leave the building.